Hello, I'm Jamie Redfern, creator of the History of Nationalism in Ireland podcast and the A History of Alexander the Great podcast. And I'm here to show you, how to create a podcast for free. Now for this podcast we will need 6 things. First of all, we'll need a sound recorder, a program that we can record our voice with. The second thing we'll need is an RSS feed, or an XML file. They're basically the same thing, and that is the file that links everything together, and the thing that you'll eventually send to iTunes. We'll need a place for our sound file on the internet, a place where it'll stay. We'll need a website for people to visit our podcast at. We'll need a picture for our icon on the iTunes screen, and we'll need a place for our RSS feed, which we'll need to be able to edit, which means it's quite a hard thing to find. The first thing that we need is our sound recorder. Okay, first of all, head to your search engine of choice. Mine is Google. And then you are going to search your search engine of choice for something called WavePad. This is a good editing software. It's the one that I've started using. I've tried others like Audacity, but I have a lot of problems with them. And WavePad seems very good. You click there to download it. I'm sure you know how to download things, so I won't go through that. But when you're doing it, you'll get a load of things you can add with it. And I'll add Mixpad, or whatever it's called, in there too, which will come in handy if you want to mix files together using multiple channels. But anyway, you'll download that and you will get this. This is WavePad. You can record things here by pressing, record. You'll get this screen, and then you can say, "Hi, this is a test for the podcast. Woohoo!" Stop, X, and there you have it. Now this is me talking. We can save this for the moment. If you want to save it, you can go save file as. These are things that I've been recording for this very YouTube episode. We'll call this tester. No, tester. So there, and that's just turned into an MP3. That can be our podcast, though I'm expecting your podcast to be much better than that one. And now for our RSS feed. And this is an RSS feed. This is a template that you can find in the description of the YouTube video, and I'll briefly explain it. You'll insert the podcast title there, the URL of the website, a description of the podcast, your language, mine's English, UK. You could change that to US or Spanish in Spain or wherever, or English in the US. Insert your name, insert a subtitle of the podcast, a description. It can be the same as that description. Mine is. Insert your name again, your email. Change that. I don't have swearing in my podcast, so I've got that as a no, but you can change it to a yes. Well, you should change it to a yes if there is swearing in yours. The URL of your image, we'll sort that out later. Your category, such as society and culture, and your iTunes subcategory, such as history. There you'll insert the title of episode 1, the URL of a website post or a blog post that links to that episode, the URL of the specific sound file, a description of episode 1, the URL of the sound file again, the category, again, I've got that as history on mine. You'd have your time and dates that you release the episode in the format of day, date of the month, day of the month, month, year, then time. So this would be 1 or 44 minutes past 1 in the afternoon, Greenwich Mean Time. Your name again, swearing, we discussed that. The image again, would use that. Insert a subtitle for episode 1 in description, you can use the same description as there. The format, no, the length of the video there, hours, minutes, seconds, and some keywords separated by commas, such as Jamie, YouTube video, podcast. Just to make it clear, when you're doing this, you would get rid of the brackets. So I would do a history of Alexander the Great, is what it says in mine. So you would then save as, and then what you would do for yours is, if you were creating a podcast, well, let's say Jamie video thing, kind of spaces, and you would go .xml or small XML if you so desire, and that will create an XML file. You can fill in all the other bits as we go along of the RSS feed. The third thing that we'll need is a place on the internet for our sound file. Okay, so once again head to your preferred search engine, and we are going to search for a website. You can search for Archive, and the website you're after is www.archive.org, which can be found right here. As we wait for it to load, there we are. Okay, this is my account, Mr. The History Of. You'll make your own account here, and then you'll click Upload. Then you want to click the share in the top right hand corner, and you'll get select files to upload. We'll want tester. This is the one we've just created. There, that's uploaded because it was only about 3 seconds long. Then you'll go tester for YouTube video. Description, me saying stuff. Keywords, podcast. I'll dedicate that sound file to the public domain, as I'm so kind, so you can use that if you want for free. You'll fill in this stuff. You can use the descriptions, the same thing, and the keywords is the same thing that you'll use for that sound file in the RSS feed. I'll normally put my name in there. I'll stick that as a test item so it can be deleted. Share my files. Now, this is creating a page for the sound file. It's just taking a few seconds. There we are. Click here, and you can see MP3. Right click and copy shortcut, and that is the link that you will place there in your RSS feed. So that's part of the thing done. On to thing number 4, a website. Now, for a website, you don't need a website. You can use a blog. the blog that I use is Google's own blog, which is called Blogger. Just loading. Here we are. Blogger. Create a blog. It's free. You can create one using your Google account, as seen over here. You get stats. You can Google AdSense in there. My own blog is for my podcast is the history of podcast.blogspot.com. You can see each post in here which you'll use for your coding in your own XML file RSS feed. You can stick HTML in here, you can little widgets, so you can do pretty much everything you need to on Blogger, which you would want a website to do, and it's quite easy to use. That's that bit done. Next, we need a picture. Okay, so for your picture, if you are a good drawer, you could draw something and scan it, or you could do something clever using the computer. But if, like me, you have no artistic talent whatsoever, you can get copyright-free images from Wikimedia Commons, which can be found at commons.wikimedia.org. Then you can edit them a bit with Paint, and then you'll need to upload them, and you can upload them on PhotoBucket. This is a photo hosting website. You can sign in with Facebook and Twitter. You've got Facebook and Twitter, or Twitter. So you don't even have to register for it. Once you can upload photos to it, and then you'll get bits of code which you just click on for a direct link, and then you paste that into your XML file, your RSS feed, whatever you want to call it, and then you will have pictures on iTunes. Now, a place for our RSS feed. By this point, you should have been able to fill everything in on your XML file. So you can now upload it to the internet. But it needs to be in a place on the internet where you can edit it as you add more episodes. To add more episodes, you will copy this bit in the item bracket, copy it, go there, and paste it, and then you'll change this to 2, and all the stuff for the second one. Save that, and then you need to place it in the exact same place on the internet that your older one was. For this, you can go to yola.com and create a website. I don't use it for my website, but you can do that. You know how to apply. Once you've done that, you'll get to a screen something like this. This is how you edit it. You can drag files onto it. Loading, you upload a new file where you'll upload your XML file. When you need to update it, you can go edit, you can then browse for the new updated file, then upload it and save it, or do whatever. Once you've done that, you can save, publish your changes. Then you'll go to a website, which is something like this. The actual website, click on this to go to your XML file. You can copy this, and that is what you will send to iTunes when you apply. Once they accept it, you will have your audio podcast without paying for it. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful.